Hi everybody, this is Sikan from Odisha, working as artist and art educator. Today I would like to welcome all of you on this talk series, and today's theme is meanings and mediums on artist perspective. On this theme, I have selected a topic that is called understanding the body and soul of a artwork. Here in this theme, at first let's divide and understand in two phases. First one is meanings and mediums. In this section, we understand how meaning created. Second one is related to the first phase. Understand what two that two words by artist perspective. Okay, let's start from some examples. First example, one person taking fruits or sweets into the temple to offer the god. The priest makes some chant and perform rituals in front of the god's idol and gave back to the devotees that fruit or sweets, but now it's become or changed the meaning, that is called prasada. Just imagine the situation how the fruits and the sweets become prasada. Let's come to the second example. Similarly, you took some raw cotton and gave to weaver to make some plain cloths, and after that you brought that cloth and again gave to a tailor to make pant and shirts. Here, just imagine how the medium is changed in its meaning in a general way. Third example, suppose one creative person or an artist saw one stone and he finds some forms on that and thought that make a freestanding sculpture just removing few parts of that stone, and he did that. Now the normal stone become a sculpture. What is a stone and what is sculpture? Stone means the hard, solid, non-metallic mineral matters of which rock is made, especially also a building material. What is the sculpture? The art of making two-dimensional or three-dimensional representative or abstract forms, especially by carving stone or wood or by casting metal or plaster. From the examples, the medium change their meanings and create importance, just making some changes in their adding something or removing some parts of that mediums. Now let's come to the word. What is a meaning? Meaning is shaped by the materials, techniques, and forms it makes use of, as well as the ideas or feelings it's created in its viewers. Creating meaning in a art represent the difference between beautiful decoration and a communication between an artist and viewers, or we can say audience. Now What is medium? In art, a medium is the material what artists use to create their art. One piece of art can be made of one medium or several medium. If we have ever been to an art museum or a art gallery, we have probably seen those little signs next to the each piece of artwork or art objects. That's written something there is like oil on canvas, tempera on wood, or ink on silk as a medium. All of these items are media. They describe each item the artist used to make the art. Therefore, oil and canvas are both media used to describe that particular work. Sometimes this can be a very important part of how the piece of art is interpreted. Different material carries different significance. For example, the medium Michelangelo used to create David was marble. Alexander Calder painted steel plates, and Dump's fountain was made with Proclaim medium. Now come to the second phase of today's theme, understanding that two words, meaning and medium, by an artist perspective. As an artist, I have been practiced in many mediums from traditional to contemporary. For me, this universe is experimental place, and each element of this universe is my medium of artworks. It might be traditional medium like oil color on canvas, watercolor on paper, commercial color on a wall as a painting mediums, and a stone, wood, or metal as a sculptural medium in the earlier time. But nowadays, mediums are changed according to my practice and finding scope to expressing in a creative way. The mediums are sometimes found objects, daily life objects, scrap materials, anything suitable to my idea or anything available in my surrounding. It may be natural elements or man-made, whatever, maybe even a piece of sound or just my body, or sometimes the viewers themselves, or sometimes on an empty space. Now let's understand the body and soul of artwork. I'm trying more in a new medium with new ideas. Most of my work is mass related. Through me and my mind visualization, I am presenting as a metaphor most of time in my work. My early works are very conventional, which two-dimensional and that helps come to this stage as I grow of my childhood uh, in a village, as my surrounding teach me, and I seen people believe to nature. Most of uh, Mostly I inspire from them. As oneness, unity in diversity, worship to God, as nature like sun, tree, water, fire, air. My heart captivated with by the beautiful landscapes, tree, flower, and its environment. Coupled with my experience, changed my imagination to work on the concept of invisibility. The invisibility in all around, which is happening in our daily life. Most of my works are site specific installation works. In my perception, the whole of the living mankind has explored every square inch of earth, every piece of land, ocean, and mountains. Yet it remains sophisticated in a world filled with tragedy, sickness, despair, and unhappiness. This is because the imprint of our past actions are etched into the soul behind us to the karmic law. What we saw, we reap that goes around, comes around. What we put into something is what we get out of it. For personal wisdom starts in a surprising place. These are the secrets of achieving a spiritual understanding so deep that it will be change our life forever. It is a remarkable journey to spiritual self-discover. These are happening in our daily life, and we daily encounter with these things, but we are normally taking as a part of life. If we look into a deeper, we can find out a lot of things. Sometimes we do not able to see some things in our naked eye, but we can realize that by our sins. These types of thought I have represented in the visual forms. In my work, I need to keep body and soul both. It means use of physical effort and mental effort. Physical effort means the way we use or handling material. We can say the skill, or we can say the crafting part, the craftsmanship. On the other hand, mental effort means the way of thinking or developing of idea or subject matter. So mix of both material and matter, because I believe that material is the body and the subject matter is the soul of my work. Art means not just about the subject matter or the handling of material in need. It needs both. If without subject matter we do something in a very skillful, then it give pleasure to our eyes only. This this is the art of image making, as the process of my work, there have been layers of process of behind each and every work. Now, nowadays, I work more in new mediums like site-specific installation, uh, construction, performance, use of found material, mixing of sound and light for more effective. Most of the time, selection of sites gives more taste to my work. So site also keeping main role in my work. Same like material use of materials. I mean, sometime when I am working with the materials, accidental found some more interesting thing which helps to develop the vision. uh, I like to work in large size because the size and the space both take the environment as a part of my work, and itself create a new test of that site. But mm, it not all time it's depend on the on my idea or the subject matter. Also I am practicing art in my perception. There is in no boundary on imagination, so my thought process always goes in various ways. My process made me aware of world of intellectuals, some various fields, experimentation of art, science, history, poetry, film, religion, belief, myths, and so on. And well, that is all I have for today. I would like to thank you for your time and attention, and a special thanks to Nirmoy